We have really great potential for growth on the Bitcoin. In today's episode, I'll give you one of the best technical analysis in the space, which you can use for your trading, investment, or however you want. Most important, do the proper risk management and trade carefully. So let's go to the charts right now and let's talk about the Bitcoin. First of all, what we are seeing here, I made some draws right now and you can see my vision, and let's break down it step by step what I mean by that, right? So basically on the higher time frame, we can see clearly that there's begin some kind of impulse. This looks like a really great impulse, which has harmonious wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? Which each subwaves matched with own conditions as well. So we can say that on the higher time frame, they're most likely been break the structure, and looks like this. This impulse is beginning of something bigger, right? So what kind of growth we will talk about in this video, and before that, let's talk about when this growth is most likely possible. So in the previous videos, I was mentioned that here is possible some kind of reaction, and I was expecting that reaction from the perspective of the support. From here you can see that we had like a second time, third time bounce, and most likely we will have once again, and we had that bounce, right? And I almost dollar by dollar predicted that here will be the bounce, right? In my Telegram channel I gave this signal as well over this area, right? We was talking about that, and it's actually happened, but we was expecting some more higher bounces, right? But it didn't happen. So what does it mean, and how can we explain this movement exactly, right? So right now, before we deep dive in a smaller time frame, let's break down this higher time frame a little bit on the main impulses, right? So here you can see the harmonious wave 1, 2, 3. 3 confirms with a small splash of volumes, which has 5 impulsive wave structure as well. After we had some kind of long one, wave 4, right? Which one was the longest one, and confirms also with that there's divergence between price and volumes. This is correctional structure, and after that there begins the wave 5. So here I made like several indicators which are supported that here will be such kind of bounce, right? But by Elliott's waves, we all know that we didn't reach that wave 5 yet. And why? Because if we take a Fibonacci and put on the beginning of the wave, or beginning of this impulse, end of this wave 3, right, and end of the wave 4, we are seeing this target, which I mark it over here, is the 0.6. This is the area where we most likely expecting the wave 5, right? But we all know that the wave 5 could be as a trunk as well and not reaching its own level. So this is why we are trying to break down this fifth wave, these waves, on the subwaves, on a more smaller time frame, to seeing what is really going on their subwaves, and after that we can recognize what time and when it's most likely going to be some kind of reversal. So basically we have a zones. From that zones is most likely there will be some kind of bounce, and what kind of bounce and what kind of growth we are expecting. Locally, what I'm thinking about the Bitcoin right now, we can still go lower and go to around 39,200, around this area, and from this area most likely we will see some kind of bounce. But no one kind of canceled that we are also possibly can not reach that levels, and only after that go higher. So basically the topic of this video is about the growth. So before we start to grow, we need to reach some kind of important levels. So this is why I mark it on our charts right now, those levels, and from those levels, this each time it's possibly that we will see some kind of reaction from this way and go higher, right? Not that higher, but let me break down how higher we can go. So remember this structure, right? And so basically on the smaller time frame, we are seeing those subwaves, right? We can see that here is the wave 1, after had some kind of wave 2, after wave 3 was the most splash of volumes over here, right? And after some kind of correctional wave 4. And right now it looks like, because a lot of people, I also been along the market from this area, like around this in the morning I opened some longs, and it didn't go in my scenarios. I was predicted to reversal and it goes lower, but I didn't close my position and take my profits. Even I closed it in a small profit. So in our Telegram channel, club over here, I closed it in a small profit, but still not in the loss, right? It was really great. So basically after this wave 3 we was expecting wave 4, and right now most likely we are in a wave 5. So basically on the sub wave, if we kind of deep dive inside and check the levels for wave 5, right, let's take a Fibonacci, put on the beginning of the sub wave 1, end of the sub wave 3. Sub waves I mark it as a yellow one, right? So here we put the second dot, dot, and the third dot we will put in the peak of the wave 4, and the peak in our situation is here. So basically, we have a targets for the wave 5 is around 0.6 again, right? So this tells us that around 40,200, that's the area, right? And from here, we saw some kind of reaction, but still, it is possible that we will go lower and retest higher time frames. So these white ones, the levels, right? So this is why I would say the targets, which one you can say that the bounce can happen, is from around, like as we can see, that $40,000 to 300 to $39,000. So this is the area where the most likely it is possible making some kind of bounce and go higher. So I think everything made very clearly. I mean, there's nothing difficult I was talking about in this topic, right? And right now, let's talk about what kind of growth is most likely gonna happen after that bounce, if this bounce is possibly happen, right? So basically, right now to take the longs is really very difficult because there is like really massive pressure, selling pressure, right? And a lot of people was expecting that after Bitcoin ETF there will be the like opposite exactly, right? That we will have the massive growth, but against that one, as we was expecting in each video I was talking about that most likely we're gonna fall. Most likely we're gonna fall. The people didn't believe me already, right? And as this ETF approval happened, we are seeing not just a kind of a correction, we are seeing that on the higher time frame it's already breakdowns as impulses, and every impulse follows the correction, and after again correction follows the impulse. So what does it actually mean? So basically, if here have a 5 impulsive wave structure which will finish or already finished, right now we can take a Fibonacci and take the levels where the most likely this bounce and this growth, Bitcoin growth will be. So if we put on the beginning of this impulse, the end of this impulse currently, right, we can say we can put also on the future one, right? But we don't have that target. So basically, if you don't have like my personal information, if we will go lower, I will put this Fibonacci more currently. So this is why I highly suggest you to jump in our Telegram channel where I share those all technical analysis, which one you can follow it. So basically right now we have a fact that this wave 3, which one we market, we have this is the peak for us, right? The peak of the wave end of this impulse, right? But it's really possible that in these days, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we go lower and retest that level. So because of that, I will put my Fibonacci more lower, but right now I will put like this. Jump in our Telegram channel to not miss this analysis as well. So what's our target for this growth right now for the current moment, right? If we take this rectangle, which one we need to market the levels is the 0.3 to 0.7. This is the area where we are expecting the correction. And to be more specific and to find more the zone which one we are interested for, I would say on the corrections on the Bitcoin, as most of you know, that this comes on a 0.5 to 0.6. So this is the area where I am expecting the Bitcoin's correction for locally, right? And this growth exactly I was talking about, and this growth I'm expecting. So from $43,400 to $47,000. Around this area gonna be for us zone of high attention. It means from this area we're gonna look for more confirmation as a formation of the fractal or some other confirmation, which one will tell us that there will be some kind of reversal. So what we are expecting on a higher time frame, let me break down. So if we're gonna take the waves and we will say that here I have a 5 impulsive wave structure, it means 5 impulsive wave structure has what? Or wave 1, or wave 3, or wave 5, or wave C, or wave A. So basically we cannot say that this is the wave 3 because we don't have wave 1 and 2. We cannot say that this is wave 5 because we don't have other impulses. We cannot say that this is correctional something. We can say that this is possibly correctional wave A, right? And after follows wave B and wave C. Or more, even worse for all bulls, which one is expecting some kind of growth on the global picture. It also possibly that it will happen something such kind of, let me clean this scenario we don't need, and something like this. Wave 1, because it has 5 impulsive wave structure inside, after wave 2, correctional, and wave 3, which one is the most impulsive wave structure, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Something such kind of also possible. But as well, we are expecting something such kind of A, B, C. also very possible, and only after ABC structure we can possibly go higher. So this is also very possible. But locally, what we are seeing right now, Elliott waves and everything is telling us that most likely here will be some kind of growth, but we don't know. It will be impulsive growth, which one will follow, like 1 2 3 4 5, right? Something such kind of, or something like this, A, B, and C, which one will enter in our targets, gives us confirmations, and after that there will be begins again 1 2 3 4 5, something such kind of. Do you understand? This is the Elliott's waves is telling us for now, and this is what we are seeing by Elliott's waves. So basically this is the targets. You can screenshot it on or follow these charts which one we have over here and save it or press the likes as well. This is what I'm thinking on the market right now. What I want to mention, and this is also very important information, and I would say this is really great tip if you are trading or you want to be a trader or something like that, right? Sometimes when you are seeing the downtrend, like something such kind of, let me go clean this, when you're seeing such kind of 5 impulsive wave structure down, right, this is works a little bit on your psychology and you start to be nervous, right? So for that one is really, I mean, it's really great tip for all beginners, and not only beginners, everybody has emotions, so we cannot hide it. We can just control them, and for that we are reading some books and other things and improving ourselves, right? But one more thing, how I can help you with this and give you really great tip, which one I'm personally also using, is to invert the chart. This is one of the best things. So here you can click on the right panel where you can see the scale of the dollars. You can just press this invert the scale, and you can see the more like kind of bullish one, right? And this is more will be like easier for you to look at the impulses. And right now what we are seeing, this is the clear, beautiful impulsive structure, right? That, let me clean these subwaves, let me clean these smaller time frames possibility, right? What is really possible. And here you can see clearly that we are seeing impulsive wave 1, 2 correctional, after we had some massive wave 3, after wave 4, which one didn't break this strong resistance, right? So basically charts is trying to break this really massive global resistance, right? And we cannot ignore that because we have a lot of time bound. So basically this is the super strong resistance on the invert chart. So this is why looks like a beginning of the wave 1 and really beautiful. Every time when you are seeing some kind of impulse happen from the opposite direction or some kind of correction happen from the higher time frame, right, again begins the wave 1, which no one believes. So we had exactly at the, let me clean it, exactly on the bottom in this, when if we will invert, we have exactly on the bottom some news. These news are very bullish, right? And if you invert the chart, right, and look at this, and it really looks like a wave 1, and this wave 1 no one believes that this growth will continue. After that we will expecting some kind of correction, right? And only after that we are seeing some kind of a impulsive wave structure, like something such kind of. So as you can see, this is very beautiful and looks really as an impulse and as a first wave, and we are seeing some kind of ground, like a super strong resistance, right? And the chart is trying to break it, but it's still breaking and many times touch this ground. So most likely sooner or later the chart will break it, or through straightly from here, or usually how it comes to the correction, and after that with massive impulse it's breaking out and new trend begins. So this is why this is very important level, which we called from the $39,000 to $40,000, right? From $40,000 to $39,000, because these charts are invert, guys. Remember that, don't make yourself confused. So basically, yeah, if we're gonna break that level, it's most likely will form for us here fractal, and this fractal will be already potential for massive downtrend, right? Just on an invert we can say pump it, right? So this is what I'm thinking on the market, and be careful, guys. Everything looks very bearish right now, and yeah, we can have some kind of bounce, but this bounce is possibly from those levels which on I market as a wave 5 from $39,000, and from $39,000 also very possible it will go higher. So this is why if we didn't bounce from this level straight to here, still if we're gonna break, it doesn't mean that we will straightly gonna short the market, right? First, we need to see some harmonious picture that it will enters into our zone of high attention, at least around 0.3 or something like that. And the more zone of high attention is 0.5, 0.6. And from this area, we're gonna open some short positions, put our stop loss on the previous fractal, and try to short the market if there will be the more confirmation. Of course, just entering in the target zone, it doesn't mean that it's not necessarily gonna go to the opposite direction. This is not like that. In the trading, I'm using the conflicts approach, a minimum 4 or 5 conditions. One of the conditions is target zone, right? 4 or 5 conditions should to match to enter in our trade. So actually, if we enter in this zone of high attention, it will be one of the confirmation that here possibly some kind of short, and we need to see more fractal formation, divergence, and MACDs and fractals, and a lot of other confirmations that we can with the having all moral rights to enter into that short position. So basically, if you like my analysis, if you like the way how I look at the market, I highly suggest you subscribe to this channel, press that likes, put some comments. If you have any question, which one you want to ask me about markets, not markets, life, not life, doesn't matter, right? Any question is welcomed and will be the solid, because in the trading, there's no such a thing as a stupid question. So be welcome to ask me anything, whatever you want. And of course, do not forget to jump in our Telegram channel. There will be the massive news right now. I have some really global changes in my life, and these changes will affect you as well. So soon I'm gonna announce this in my first in the Telegram club, Telegram channel, and after we're gonna announce it on the YouTube as well. So basically, this is why subscribe to the channel, press that likes, put some comments, jump in our Telegram channel, and see you somewhere here. And thank you for watching. See you in the next, and bye.